This is the kind of match where one single moment can change everything. Don't expect either team to start by throwing players forward. Semifinals are different. The pressure is enormous, and both managers know that one mistake could end their World Cup dream. The opening 20 minutes could be a tactical chess match, with England trying to press high while Argentina looked to control possession and slow the tempo. England's biggest weapon could be their intensity. If they win the ball high up the pitch and move it quickly through midfield, they can force Argentina's defense into uncomfortable situations. Fast transitions, dangerous crosses, and set pieces may become England's best route to goal. Argentina, on the other hand, have something every team fears: patience. They don't always need dozens of chances. Sometimes they wait for one mistake, one gap in the defense, and then punish it immediately. That's why England cannot afford to lose concentration, even for a few seconds. Another factor that could decide this match is experience. Many Argentina players have already played in World Cup knockout matches under incredible pressure. They understand how to stay calm when the game becomes tense. England, meanwhile, have shown tremendous growth in recent tournaments and will believe they can finally overcome one of football's biggest challenges. Set pieces could become incredibly important. In matches where open play chances are limited, corners and free kicks often make the difference. One perfectly delivered cross or one defensive mistake inside the box could send either nation into the final. Then there's the fitness factor. If the match remains level after 90 minutes, extra time becomes a real possibility. By then, tired legs begin to appear, spaces open across the pitch, and substitutes become game changers. Fresh attackers could completely change the momentum of the match. And if even extra time can't separate these two football giants, the semifinal may come down to the most dramatic ending possible: a penalty shootout. Penalty shootouts are never just about technique. They are about confidence, composure, and handling pressure that millions of fans around the world can only imagine. One save, one missed penalty, or one heroic moment could become part of World Cup history forever. This is why England versus Argentina feels so special. It isn't just about reaching the final. It's about legacy. The winning players will be remembered for generations, while the losing side will leave the tournament wondering how close they came to football's biggest prize. No matter who wins, fans should prepare for 90 minutes, or perhaps 120 minutes, of world-class football filled with passion, intensity, tactical battles, and unforgettable moments. When the final whistle blows, one nation will celebrate a place in the FIFA World Cup 2026 final. The other will be left heartbroken, knowing their dream ended just one step away from football's biggest stage. The tactical battle that could decide everything. Every World Cup semifinal has its own story, but this one could be remembered as a battle of intelligence as much as talent. The managers know each other well. They have spent days studying videos, analyzing weaknesses, and preparing multiple game plans. That means what we see in the first 15 minutes may not be how the match finishes. Tactical adjustments during the game could completely change the outcome. England are likely to begin with high energy. Expect them to press Argentina's defenders whenever possible, forcing mistakes and trying to create quick scoring opportunities. If England score early, they can become extremely difficult to break down because they are comfortable defending as a unit and attacking on the counter. Argentina, however, are masters of staying calm. Even if they concede first, they rarely panic. Instead, they slowly rebuild possession, move the ball from side to side, and wait for the perfect opening. That patience has helped them survive many difficult moments in major tournaments. The battle on the wings could also become decisive. England's wide players will try to stretch Argentina's defense, creating space for runners arriving from midfield. Argentina will respond by keeping their defensive shape compact, while looking for quick combinations that allow them to break England's pressing lines. Goalkeepers could become unexpected heroes. Semifinals are often decided by moments that nobody predicts. A spectacular save in the first half can be just as valuable as scoring a goal in the final minutes. If either goalkeeper produces a world-class performance, it could completely change the direction of a match. Discipline will also be critical. The referee's decisions could have a huge impact. A yellow card in the opening stages might force defenders to become more cautious. A dangerous free kick around the penalty area could change everything. Even VAR could play a major role if there is a close offside decision, a possible penalty, or a controversial handball. Then comes the mental battle. Football at this level is not only about skill, it is about controlling emotions. The atmosphere inside the stadium will be electric, with thousands of supporters creating incredible noise from the first whistle until the last. Every player will feel the pressure of representing an entire nation. Some players will embrace that pressure. Others may struggle under it. That's what makes World Cup semifinals so unpredictable. History also gives this match an extra layer of excitement. England and Argentina have produced unforgettable World Cup moments over the decades. Every new meeting carries the weight of those memories. While today's players are writing their own story, they know millions of fans will compare this match to the legendary encounters of the past. Another fascinating question is who will score first. If England take the lead, Argentina will have to attack more aggressively, leaving spaces behind their defense. That could suit England perfectly as they look to strike on the counterattack. If Argentina score first, England will be forced to push forward, increasing the tempo and taking greater risks. That could allow Argentina to exploit the spaces left behind and control the rhythm of the game. The substitutes may prove to be the difference. Modern football is often won by players who start on the bench. Fresh legs during the final 30 minutes can transform an entire match. One substitute could provide the winning goal, the decisive assist, or the defensive clearance that sends their country to the World Cup final. Weather conditions, fatigue, and nerves will all become factors as the game progresses. Every sprint becomes more difficult. Every decision becomes more important. Every misplaced pass feels more costly. And if the score remains level after 90 minutes, the drama will only increase. Extra time changes everything. Players begin to cramp. Defenders lose concentration. Midfielders find it harder to recover. Tiny mistakes suddenly become match-winning opportunities. That's why so many unforgettable World Cup moments happen after the 90th minute. Finally, if penalties are needed, football becomes a test of courage. There is nowhere to hide. One player, one goalkeeper, one kick, and millions of people watching around the world. Heroes are created in those moments, and heartbreak is equally unforgettable. This is why England versus Argentina is far more than just another football match. It is two proud football nations fighting for history. It is experience against ambition. It is tactical discipline against creative brilliance. Most importantly, it is a place in the FIFA World Cup 2026 final that neither side is willing to give away